What's going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money on the Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark, and in today's episode, I'm joined by my clients for an episode of Pod Chats. Got Pod Chats, which basically means my clients come on, ask me anything, and hopefully I give them answers that don't suck in their business. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that Cole and I are considering doing a mindset coaching program. We've discussed this briefly. So if you are interested and you're listening to this podcast, make sure you send me a DM. There's no official dates on details yet, but we've been talking about it and should be coming soon. So without further ado, tell me when, then ask your question. If you guys are new to the podcast, welcome. This episode is basically my clients come on, ask me questions, and I solve their problems. So let's have some fun, shall we? Miss Ronnie Travis, how are you doing today? Tell me some wins.
Okay, so first of all, before I share my win, I want to say congratulations to you and Kirsten. Your video made me cry. It was so cute.
Thank you.
I loved it so much. So congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But anyways, so my win is that I'm so grateful for you guys. I've signed 4 clients so far in February, and the best part about it is that before I joined PT Dom, I signed a bunch of high ticket clients in January of last year. And then it was crickets until I joined PT Dom. And I was in another very high ticket coaching program. And I just always had that feeling of scarcity of not thinking another client was coming and just always literally living in fear of just not knowing when it was going to happen. It's I had a sales call on Monday and she signed up, and it just feels normal now. And I'm so grateful for you guys because it's working, right? And it's not it's not I'm only going to sign clients in January. So thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So I basically had to twist Ronnie's arm to sign up, by the way, FYI. She said no, and then I had to call her back and be like, you're saying no is stupid and you shouldn't do it. What do you think has been the difference between this mentorship program and the other one in terms of just the deliverables? Because I know that, there's a lot of other mentors in the space, and I'm curious why this one is actually causing you to get clients and the other ones weren't.
Yeah. So, okay, a lot of things. First things is obviously this coaching call is so valuable because you look into our businesses and give us specific feedback. But what I love is that the other weekly coaching calls are specific trainings on things that we fucking need, marketing calendars and all sorts of shit that I just never thought of before. And I'm that's so fucking stupid, but that is next level. And I mean, obviously it's the content, right? I look at my content that I was posting before, and I didn't fucking have a strategy. I literally just didn't know what to post. And now one of my client who signed up yesterday, she told me she watches all my videos, she loves my content. It's so helpful. And I got a message yesterday from somebody who's not even a client. And she's I've gotten so much results just from following you. Thank you so much for such an inspiration. So my content is night and day. And all my friends in my old coaches program are dude, your content is unreal. What are you doing? And I'm I hired a new coach.
Very nice.
It's just everything that you could possibly need to run a fitness coaching business is in this program. And I have to challenge myself to ask questions because you guys answer questions before the questions that are in my head all the time. There's just, it's just honestly, anybody who's out there not who's me maybe, and you've invested before and you were burned, just get over it because you'll be so happy you did. Looking back at my strategy, and I can see why I wasn't signing clients because I didn't have a fucking strategy in place, So
you're the best. You're the best. You're the best. No, you are.
Okay. Well, thanks. I'll take it today. But okay. So anyways, was that a good answer? Good enough?
That was a fucking great answer. How can I help you? Anything you need.
Okay. So right now I'm booking 1 to 3 calls a week and closing 1 to 2 people. I want to be booking 5 to 6 calls a week, closing 2 to 3 people. What would you say are the best things that I could be doing? How can I do more? What am I, other than content? I'm studying content. I'm not going to ask you about content for a little bit because I want to implement, but other than just improving my content, what are other things I can focus on to book more calls?
So I'm going to just kind of run through the list of things in my head. So if you need to book more calls, first things first is it usually starts with eyeballs. So I'm not going to talk about content because you already know that. And it also starts with marketing calendar. So what is your schedule for the lead gen stuff? I'm talking about conversion events, whether that be flash sales or magnetic giveaways or 4-day challenges or 14-day challenges. What's your schedule for that kind of stuff? Okay.
I was actually going to ask you about this because I'm open to doing it differently too. But before I was doing one boot camp a quarter. Now I'm sprinkling in, I find the 4-day challenges work well to warm people up. They don't always buy the first 4-day challenge, but I have people who've done a few. So I was trying to figure out how to layer those up, like where I'm not doing too much, like, because the boot camp is low ticket. So I was actually kind of looking at that and like, should I do like trying to do one or the other every 6 weeks? I was actually, because I was like, I don't know, I was
Mhm.
doing my 4-day challenge a couple weeks ago, but I felt like I just finished my boot camp and I was like, I just felt
Mhm.
too close together.
So here's what I think is like, I think that it's this like if you're so every quarter you're doing your boot camp, which is fine. So like you just got to think about all the conversion events you have. You've got your boot camp, there's a bunch you can do. Boot camp, masterclass, 40-day challenge, magnetic giveaway, 14-day challenge, flash sale. So thinking about all the different ones you can do, like I would make a calendar to start a new one every 6 weeks. So I don't think like it might have been too close to do a 40-day challenge right after your boot camp, but it's definitely not too close to do like a masterclass. Like you
Oh,
can literally
okay.
like
Yeah.
put a masterclass in the calendar and a 60-minute masterclass where you talk about how to overcome, self-sabotage in your eating habits. And then the start of the promo is every 6 weeks. So that is something I would put in my calendar for sure, because like for me, like anytime I do any sort of giveaway, like and like every time, there's a surge in calls. So that increases my average call per week. So that's the first thing is like I want to look at like the macro in terms of like your marketing calendar. The start of every 6 weeks, I would do some sort of conversion event. And like I wouldn't really classify, now that I'm talking out loud, as I wouldn't classify a flash sale as a conversion event. I think for a conversion event, it'd be like your boot camp, a 40-day challenge, a 14-day challenge, or a magnetic giveaway. So that would be every 6 weeks. I would put that in the calendar. Second thing is if you guys want unlimited leads, that's the reason we brought boosted posts into the mastermind. So I would be playing around with a boosted post and finding one that's getting you like 50 cents to $2 to $3 a follower. I have a bunch of clients that are getting 50 cents to $2 to $3 a follower. And if you can find a boosted post that like tells your story and also is bringing in ideal clients, I think you'll crush. Some of the boosted posts that I see are doing really, really well right now are like personal stories. Like Doug Clark in the MDM has one where he basically just talks about how, his mom passed away when right after his son was born, and that was why he became a coach for moms. And like that post boosted is fucking crushing, bringing in his avatar. Another one that Kirsten did that did really well is she has like a 3-second before video of her and then a 3-second after video of her, and it's like talking about her transformation, and she boosted that, and that's bringing in targeted followers that are her ideal client. So I would be playing around with a bunch of boosted posts. I'd be asking other 10K mastermind students what boosted posts they have running. And I would find one that brought me in, like I would say 50 cents to $3 a follower would be like the ideal range. You can also play around with like doing a free giveaway. So like, who's your avatar, Ronnie? Is women. We talked about that last time.
Women who struggle with like their eating habits and just like dieting, disordered eating habits, things like that.
So like you could do one that's like, the reason you can't tone up and see your six pack is because you're eating foods like this and you throw it in the garbage. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you exactly how to eat on a balanced meal plan to help you tone up and see your six pack. First things first, you got to get enough protein. Second thing, la la la. Third thing, la la la. If you want a full meal plan, a step-by-step breakdown, and exactly how you can tone up and burn and get in the best shape of your life, make sure you're following me and comment the word meal plan, and I'll send it over. So boosting something like that, and then you're getting people that are commenting meal plan and you're starting a conversation with them. But the answer would be boosted posts, and I would be spending 20 bucks a day on them until I found one that was bringing me in 50 cents to $3 a follower. And then once I had that, and it like after I made my first sale, I would be doing 30 bucks a day, because then it's proven to actually make you money.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. That's super helpful. So yeah, I'll definitely rework my marketing calendar with that in mind, just because I was, getting overwhelmed with it. But okay, that's perfect. That's all I need today. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Have the best day of your life.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. Next up, we got Marilyn Molina. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Great, congrats. You're going to be a dad.
Thank you.
That's so exciting. What's your due date? Or for Kristen?
I'm due October 9th, and I got a lot of work to do in the next. I'm just joking. Kirsten hates when I make those jokes. Yeah, October 9th.
October 9th. Okay, I'm doing August though. We'll be having babies around the same time. That's exciting.
Cool. Wait, how did it go last week?
So I wanted to tell you, yes. So actually, I wasn't able to close anybody, but this is the good news. I had 3 calls and they didn't close, and I was kind of like in my head about it. But then I just reminded myself, like, those calls went really well because I noticed, like, especially the ladies, they got a lot of value out of the challenge. And mind you, I like this same week, I got 2 people that reached out from past challenges that wanted to work with me. So I ended up closing 3 people this week, but it was from past challenges, not this challenge. And it just reminded me of, like, I remember I talked to Kenny, and I told him about how, like, I'm pretty consistent doing my challenges and they usually go well, but I feel like lately I haven't been able to close them right away from the challenge, but they keep like they come back after.
Ding.
So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I'm doing them like every 6 weeks. So it's like very consistent. I think people are already expecting it. Maybe that's why I'm not able to like close them right away like I was before. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm doing something right because like I see people coming back from those challenges and they want to work with me, and they always want to do something for me in gratitude because I feel like I really do like try to give them my best. And so yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I think you're fucking right. I think that's how
Okay.
PT Domination started. Is I was doing
Mhm.
4-day challenges every 6 weeks. I did it for 6 months. And by the end of like the last 4-day challenge that I did, I was having clients reach out like from fucking the start of the year challenge. And then it's just snowballed. So I think you're doing everything you're supposed to do. And I think you're right on schedule. And the fact that you didn't close the 3, but then you ended up closing 2 people from
Yeah.
past challenges, literally it was
Yeah.
just the universe being like, keep doing it.
I know.
Keep
I
doing
knew
it.
that was
Keep doing
God.
it.
Yeah, because I remember like that conversation because essentially, I think it was, I don't know if it was your Monday live
Yep.
that you talked about this. You were like, when that scarcity mindset comes in, like, what are you doing, right? And so I like saw that like creep in, and I was like, nope, like I know I'm planting seeds. I know like I'm doing. This is like good work. I feel like I'm impacting people's lives, and I'm really like trying to give them the best that I can. And even if they don't buy, I know that like I made an impact, and that's really what it's about, right? So like I know like God is going to bless me, and that's what happened. So there we go. That's that. And then, so thank you for that. The other question I had for you was just, I want to do more like storytelling from before and afters, because I've been very consistent on doing just like before and after, and doing like the caption of like explaining how they, lost the weight and all of that. But how can what's the framework for me to do like a reel of me talking about their results?
I'll show you. I'll send you guys, if you're in the 10K mastermind, I'll send you the script for this reel in the chat, and then you can steal it and make it your own. I actually want to find this one. Years ago, Clayton Snyder reached out with 0 social media followers. He just started his business. And in April 2021, he was celebrating selling his first $650 client. Now, Clayton Snyder has over 260,000 followers on TikTok, and he's celebrating back-to-back $70,000 month. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how we did it. First, let's take a look at his social media profile. It's very clear based on his profile that it's optimized to be the #1 coach for busy moms. Second, in all of his videos, he uses the word busy moms to help target his avatar. Third, if we take a look at his pinned post strategy, it's absolutely dialed in. He's got one of his best clients, and he's got a post talking about his story and making an offer. Fourth, he spends $50 a day on boosting reels. In these reels, he's doing a free giveaway that his busy moms would want, and he gets 30 to 50 new conversations started per day by boosting this post. Fifth, he sells $5,000 12-month programs, which means he only needs to sell. So the framework, I just need to find the script. I thought it was in my notes. I'll have to go take a look. But I'll send you this reel, and then I'll give you the framework. The framework is, this client reached out with this specific problem, and just yesterday, she sent me this picture, and this is how far she's gotten so far. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it.
Okay.
So it's a specific person, specific result, specific timeline. And in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how they did it. So I will find the script for you. I thought it was in my notes, but it's not. So once I do find it, I will send it over to you.
Thank you. Did you put that video on the group, on the chat?
Sure
So I
can.
can just save it.
I sure can. I stuck my client say, yeah. Okay. So I found the video script. I'll drop the video script in the Millionaire Mastermind chat so you guys can have it. And then I will also find the video. And I just found the video too.
The 10K mastermind, right? Like,
yeah, in the 10K mastermind chat.
Okay.
If you're in the 10K mastermind, I will drop the video script in the chat. And then I will also drop the
awesome.
video in the chat. So you guys can kind of
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's all I had for you.
Thank you so much. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
You too.
Bye.
Yo, Papa B in the house, bro.
How you doing?
Absolutely, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. So I have no question, really just a quick check-in, man. And I know we spoke about a month ago or at the beginning of this month about my content, and I've just been going hard with it, like uploading all my content into the 10K mastermind to get it audited. And yeah, it's moving to the right direction. I'm reaching out to more and more people are resonating with it. I'm actually hop on a call tomorrow, close the CEO at the beginning of this month, and then had another one reach out yesterday. So it's moving in the right direction, and I'm just fucking happy for it. So that's pretty much it, man. Last week was definitely a rough week for me in terms of booking calls. So I slipped into scarcity, and then your live this past Monday came in like right on time. And so far I have 5 calls booked for the week, and we're going to be booking more. So man, I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Glad you're tuning in. Glad you're getting the value. I just saw you at 20,000 followers. I'm proud of you, bro. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, man. Hell yeah.
Love talking to you, bro. Congratulations. Way to shift that mindset and not let yourself slip. I see you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Have a good one, dog.
You too, bro. Love the fade. You're looking fresh. Peace. Also, by the way, I'm just going to say this. When Cole and I announced the event, which we will be doing, I would say probably within the next 2 months, I better see all y'all there. All right. 35 fucking humans on this fucking call. I better see all y'all there. And your kids and your cat and your dog. You too, Daniel. I'm fucking looking at you, Daniel, my man. Huh? You think I can't see you, bro? Sitting there in the background. I better see you, your dog, your cat, your fucking brother, your sister. Better see all y'all there. All right. Go ahead.
That's okay. I kind of dissected some of the things that were coming up. And I'm just curious because I do a lot of like mindset stuff, a lot of spiritual stuff. So I'm just not sure like what I'm missing. I guess like I could do better about like when the thoughts are there, like reframing them immediately. But my question is like, what else do you do besides the mindset with that kind of stuff? And also like, how do you, I guess what the biggest thing for me, sorry, this is like kind of complex. It's not like my usual direct question logically. So my question is like, how do you not absorb like the rejection? Like when, you're on a sales call and they say no, whatever. And then like after like a couple no's, you're like, what the fuck? How do you not absorb that and kind of take it personally?
I view everything that I do in my business as a skill. And like, I'm not like, I don't judge myself based on my skill level. So like, I'm like, sales is just a skill. Like, it's like content's just a skill. It's all of it's a skill. Making money is a skill. Like, I just view it as they're all skills to me. And so like, I don't feel more or less attached to like how good I am at the gym. I just go to the gym and I know that if I go consistently, like I'll get better over time. And it's like, I'm completely emotionally unattached from like the level of skill that I have. My goal is just to progress and get better. And so the way that I view like sales calls is like, if I get a few no's in a row, like I just view that as an opportunity to improve my sales process. And I'm completely unemotional about that. And I just do whatever I need to do to improve the process.
That's really good.
So like, it's when we're dealing with people, especially when we're dealing with other people, I think that we can, I'll speak to you in terms of energy. It's because like, I know that you're like an energy person.
Oh, I'm so into this. You can go as deep into this as you want to.
Yeah. I think that like when you're dealing with other people, and they don't give you the energy that you're expecting, that if you're not in control of your own energy, then you're giving and expecting something in return. But like, I just view myself as like a generator. Like I'm source. I'm source consciousness. I'm energy. Like I am energy. I'm the fucking one. And so like the person that is on the other end of the screen, like it's obviously my job to do everything I can to like convince them to join my coaching program. And I'm going to exhaust all resources. But at the end of the day, if I'm not able to, I just need to improve my own skill, my own energy, my own source, and I'll get the next person. And so like I just view it as a game. Like everything in business to me is just like it's just a game. It's just numbers. And I know that I'm not going to close every single person, no matter how good that I get. And I know if I get back to back to back no's, that I'm overdue a yes, and I'm completely emotionally unattached from that.
I like it because I don't think it's like a skill. Like I actually feel like I'm pretty good at sales. I could be like a little less soft, but I feel like it's just like so much rejection that I've absorbed that I've been taking personally. So it's more like energy. Do you know what I mean? Where I'm like, oh, so
I also have like, I think that there's just like levels to like mindset, like you're at a really high level with your mindset right now. Otherwise you wouldn't be making $10,000 a month. I would say, but the reason I say, but is because like you think about somebody like Trent, who's making $222,000 a month. Like that guy is just at a completely different level with his mindset. Like he hasn't missed in like 4 years. Like he doesn't miss at all. He doesn't miss his workouts. He doesn't miss his posting. He doesn't miss at all, ever. It's like, that's a new level.
I'm the same way, but I feel like with my mindset and stuff, like I'm the same way with that. But I feel like the other part to this is like, there's kind of like a ceiling that I'm at, you know what I mean? Like when you're like stuck at a certain amount, and then like you try to go to more, and then it's like, I feel like
you need to break the ceiling by getting in a new environment. Like that's like, that's why you come to events. That's why you get around other people that are making more money than you, because you need to see it.
Yeah.
You need to see it firsthand. Like you need to see somebody that has less followers than you making more money. And then like you like, it's like, you're like, this is the thing. Okay. You guys ever heard the koi fish analogy?
No.
The koi fish will grow to the size of the pond that you put it in.
Yes. Okay.
You are in a pond by yourself and you are the biggest fish in your pond. And when you are the biggest fish in your pond, it is hard to imagine getting bigger because you don't know what that looks like because you've never seen it before.
Right.
Which is why you need to get around other people that are bigger fish than you.
I agree.
So it's like, you need to get like, and this is the thing, you're obviously in the 10K Mastermind, which is great. When you're coming to the coaching calls, which is great. But like when that is not enough, you need to get in a bigger room. Like you need to come to an event. You need to find a place where you can go where you know there's going to be other high level people that are going to intimidate you. You have to, because
Yeah. No,
that's where all the growth is.
yeah. Yeah. Cause I felt like that when I came to the 10K, you know what I mean? I felt that
Mhm.
shift.
Yeah, exactly. Juan Diaz, you have to move to Kelowna. I didn't say that, you did. Yeah, but you got to get in a bigger room. You got to get in a bigger room. You got to like find ways. Like there's so many different ways to get in bigger rooms. Like there's obviously beach domination, which I think is fucking dope. But like I'm assuming there might be events in your city that you could go up, that you could look up, right?
Yeah, the one I'm going to this weekend is all about that. So that'll be good.
Bam.
Yeah. And on my vision board, which I'm looking at right now, is like MDM. So that is my goal. I just want to get to like
I agree. Yep.
solid like 11, 15, and then
I
like
agree.
get my content going. And then like I really do.
I think you're on the right train of thought. So
Yeah.
like in the meantime, like I think the concept of even get yourself into a new environment in general is a good concept, which is why I basically twisted Maximus's arm, who's up next, to go traveling. Because like I know what happens when you fucking force yourself into a new environment. Bam, what the fuck? Where am I? What's going on? And like you're forced to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing that in a couple weeks too. I'm going back to Texas. I like Texas a lot. So I'm doing
Good.
that. That'll be
Good.
good.
Yeah.
So that's super helpful. So thank you. Can I ask one more quick question?
Mhm.
Not as like deep. So I'm really enjoying events. So I want to make them a part of my business, but I don't want to drift like too far away from how can I integrate them is what I'm trying to ask. Because I feel like when I host events, the clients come way faster. They're like, how do I, you know what I mean? Like, it's way faster than social media, but I like also like, I'm super introverted. I like being online. I don't want to be in person all the time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So I'll give you the easy answer, and then like events, typically speaking, in the 10K Mastermind, I wouldn't necessarily recommend you guys start hosting paid events yet, just because there's other things that you could do to make money. But the easy answer, and I think this is applicable for you guys at the level that you're at right now, is like start hosting like group meetups. Like be like, we're all gonna like group meetup at this city at this time, and you get all your clients together in one city, and you take them up for coffee, you go for a workout, and you go for lunch after.
And do you charge them for that or no?
At first, I would not, because I build a community, and then once I built a community a little bit, then I would. Like,
Yeah, because one of my clients was suggesting that. I like that idea.
yeah, if you think about like, it's harder to sell at events than most people realize.
Oh, I know. I've tried because so the events I'm talking about are more like retreats,
Mhm.
and I've tried to promote like 2 of them, and that shit is very fucking hard.
Mhm.
And the other ones, like I didn't do the selling; they just paid me to go. So I'm like, that's simple.
Yeah, so it's like I would say like 5% of your clients will take action on stuff like that. Like when we did our first event, we had 1,000 members in the CLA, and we sold 50 tickets. So it's like, and that's pretty common. Like I would say like now when we do an event, we'll probably have like 200 to 300 people, but we've also done like 7 of them. But the first couple were a grind because people had no idea how good they were going to be. So like your first couple events are a grind, which is why I think you should do them for free at first. And then once you build the goodwill and the credibility, then you can start charging.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. And then in the meantime, I'll do like other people's events, stuff like that, because that's simpler, where it doesn't require so much of my energy, because that is a lot of energy to promote. It's like almost like a whole other business.
Yep. I agree.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. Have the best day of your life.
You too.
Bye. Maximus, what up?
What's going on, brother?
How's Bali?
Dude, it's fucking crazy. I'm in Ubud right now. I'm just chilling at the Airbnb. It's fucking 4:37 in the morning, and the people next door are having a party last night till 11. So, but I'm living it up, man. It's fucking great. I think my win would be that it was crazy. Janelle was like, yeah, probably on like the 4th day, you'll probably freak out a little bit, have a little bit of a breakdown. And like, yeah, right on cue yesterday, I kind of had like a moment where it was just like, felt like everything was fucking caving in. But my win is that like, I realized that like, that's not everything, obviously, in the scarcity mindset, breaking away from it. And just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just like slowly starting to find myself a little bit on this journey where it's like, I'm enjoying the solitude a little bit. And it's like, I don't feel like I need to beat to anyone else's drums. And I've been enjoying that process. But my question kind of revolves a little bit around that. So I was wondering, maybe, I don't know if like you probing me would be the right way to go about this, but like, it's been a little bit of a slower month, and I'm just trying to like pinpoint areas where I'm not at the mark on, where it's like, I haven't been booking as many calls. And obviously being across the world now, adapting to this time change has been a little bit challenging, but I'm still here for another week and a half. So I've got time. So I'm wondering if like, maybe you've got like certain things you would want to ask, or like things I should like run over with you, or like, what are your thoughts?
First things first, when's the last time you did a challenge?
I finished one up in January. So I plan on doing my first 4-day challenge in March when I get back.
Okay. Or you could do it while you're there.
I don't know if it's been 6 weeks though, because it was like right at the end of January.
Just saying you're in Bali. When in Bali, may as well. That's the first thing. Second thing is how many times a day you're posting?
Twice a day.
Okay. How many DMs are you sending?
About 50 to 60 new DMs, and then I try to do like 10 to 20 follow-up DMs.
How many calls have you booked in the last 7 days?
3, I guess. Yeah, 3.
Okay. Story CTAs?
Story CTAs. So that was gonna be part of the question too. I posted one up yesterday. I posted some like a client win, like a transformation, and like I like rarely ever get hands raised on like any of my like call to actions on my story.
Okay. Are you changing up the way that you're posting them on your story? Like, is it like a different way to say the same thing every single time? Or is it
Yeah,
like
I
the
try
same
to do
thing?
it differently because I like look at the last one, I'm like, okay, clearly this didn't work. So like the case study ones don't really do well for me. So I stopped doing those. 5 guy ones I haven't really got anything on the 5 guy ones. So I'm just trying to figure out what would be other good ones to do.
So if that was the case, if I wasn't getting a lot of people raise hands on my hard CTAs, then I would do more soft CTAs because those would at least lead to more conversations.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that. You got a boosted post running?
Yeah, it's actually been cooking. I usually get around like 20 to 40 followers a day from that. And I'm like waiting to see like what would be another one to boost because I've got that one at $10 a day and it's kind of starting to slow down. So I might pause it and then repost it and put it at 20. So I'm kind of playing around with that a little bit.
Cool. So if you're getting 20 new, and this is why I'm like, you can run a challenge sooner than that. And the reason I'm saying that is because if you're getting 20 to 40 new followers a day, there's no reason why you can't run a challenge sooner. That's number one. Number two, last thing I'll check in on is the urgency to DM. Like how, when you're DMing these people, like how urgent are you in getting back to the people that are in your messages?
Here it's been a little harder. Like I try to have like my morning schedule where it's like I get up first thing is like send the DMs unless like I've got this call. So I'll do DMs after. And then I mean I try to be as quick as I can, but the time change is kind of fucking with me a little bit with that. It seems like my DM response rate is like plummeted since I came here, started traveling.
Okay. And you're saying the same shit?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at your content, bro.
Yeah, that's funny you say that because that was gonna be my next question.
Take a look at your content.
I'm trying to figure out how to be a little bit more authentic because Janelle kind of ripped me apart a couple weeks ago about that I sounded fucking weird.
You want to build some bigger lats so you can have a wider back, which is going to help to take some of that tension away from the love handles? Single arm lat pull downs. The reason you got that big ass belly is because anytime you have a little spoonful of peanut butter, half that fucking jar magically disappears. And this one spoonful is 2. So with this exercise here, what happens when you put the bench on a slight incline? Top 10 myths in the gym that are keeping you fat and weak. Number 1, spot reduction. Number 2, that carbs make you fat. Number 3, if you've ever seen someone doing these in the gym before. Week 4 of the mini cut, we're now in.
So 6 days ago. So you're posting twice a day. And like I only see like 2 social proof posts in the last fucking 15 or 20. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So if I had to assess your page and your content and see if there was anything that I could do to improve based off of everything that I'm seeing, I would try to add more social proof to your actual value videos. So that'll be the first thing.
Did you check my pin post in my reels? The one, it's like the 12-week or 9-week.
Yep.
One of the mini cuts. Well, this is what we're looking like. Sitting at a
walk
walk.
with Justin. The one here, back out of that one. That one actually does good though. I get like occasional ones. Go to the reels tab.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, that one. Because this I've been trying to figure out. So I'm gonna wait for that script that you dropped because I want to try to do more videos like this.
Check out my client Justin's results in just 12 weeks in the program. And before working with me, he hated how he looked in his clothes. He could never find the right plan to finally start seeing results. And at 54 years old, his breaking point was going to an event with his wife, looking at a picture being like, damn.
Also, where the fuck's all the videos from Bali?
In my phone.
Get them on your feed. Get them on your feed, son.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna go record today in the gym and do some posts. So that'll be for next week.
Like I don't see you like living your life. Like the one piece of feedback I will give you is like you just look like the fucking the fitfluencer. You just look like a fitness influencer. Like there's no Maximus. Like I want to see you. Like I'll give you an example. Out of every single person that came up and spoke to me on podcasts today, every single one of you guys congratulated me on my baby. All of you. Why do you guys know that? Because I posted the video. Why do I post the video? Because it builds relationships with my audience. I don't see any of that on your newsfeed. There's like one post. It's like show you fucking do a video of you on the scooter in Bali, fucking living your best life. Like show me who you are. I see social proof. There's a decent amount of social proof on your feed. The value videos are getting better, but like I don't know who you are. There we go. That's one story out of This is social proof. Super proud of my client, Michael. Show me who you are. I want you to go in your story and go on a fucking ramble about what made you decide to go on this trip in the first place. And like, I want you to fucking go
I
deep.
did that the other day. I try to do that more in my stories, but I guess, yeah, I'm definitely lacking in the feed posts.
Then I want you to do it on your newsfeed. And I want you to post like a vulnerable video about like why you decided to come out to fucking Bali and like what this trip means to you. And then I want
Okay.
to post some pictures of you on the fucking scooter in Bali, living your best life. Like when I'm in Bali, I'm like, Bali, my whole newsfeed is Bali. You go to my profile and you scroll back, you'll be able to see when I'm in Bali. Show me your life, connection, proof, and value. I've got the value. Proof is decent. Connection's not there.
Got you. So like when I'm doing those connection reels, like do I need to worry about like the scene changes and shit, or is it just being more authentic?
Be more authentic. Be yourself.
Okay. The video of me driving on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, I was thinking about posting that one.
100%. Show me you.
I got you, bro. I appreciate it, man.
Also, this is the point of the trip.
I know. Yeah, I was sitting down doing some thinking yesterday about that. I'm like, how the fuck can I show more about me? So
The point of the trip is to go through adversity.
yeah, that is true.
Write this down. Entrepreneurs solve problems. That was the lesson that my mentor gave me when I was in Bali. I called him freaking out because I was flat broke, had no money, bank account was locked. He said, entrepreneurs solve problems. I made $5,000 in 3 weeks. How much time you got there?
I fly out March 1st.
Okay, so you got fucking 2 weeks. How much money are you going to make before March 1st?
At least 4.5K.
Figure it the fuck out and go do it. Figure it out.
I got you, bro.
Entrepreneurs solve problems.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
Fucking watching you, Max. Show
All
me.
right, man. I got you.
All right, bet. Peace. Dan Lamb, what's up, brother?
Brian, what's up? Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Awesome. Win for this week. So last week, I think I came on podcast and you said to start experimenting and start trying new things. So I did and had a couple posts blow up. So now I gained like 1,200 followers since last week.
I like that.
We're popping. So I have a couple questions here. One of my first questions is, so obviously I've been getting like new followers and I've been like starting the DM conversations with them, but I've just noticed, obviously they're like kind of cold.
Very
so
cold.
Aren't really like going anywhere. And so I guess I was just wondering how I could warm them up, like if I should do a challenge, because I just finished one about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and that was a 14-day challenge. So I was just wondering what your thought process is to maybe like warm them up better.
How consistently are you going live?
5 times a week.
Okay, my boy. Fucking well done. Touche. So now that your Instagram account is growing, you can do more CTAs. So anytime you're growing by like 500 to 1,000 followers a week, you can do more CTAs. The reason I'm saying that is because like out of every 100 people that follow you, 50 people are never going to buy anything from anybody. That's just like marketing. It's just how it works. So I think it's good to send messages to all the new people, but I also think that you can't be like, oh man, these people aren't messaging you back because they just don't know who the fuck you are yet. So now that your content's blowing up, find more ways to get people into your inbox. So you can do more CTAs. So if you usually do 2 CTAs a week, you can do 3 because your account's growing. So all these people are new. They've never seen your offers before. If you usually do 2 CTAs in your story, now you can do 3 because these people are new. They've never seen your offer before. And like, if you're getting 1,000 followers a week, that's like what, fucking 200 a day. And so the first thing that somebody does when they follow you, they're going to check out your story. And so if you just wait to post CTAs twice a week, like that person might not come back to your story and click on it, you know? So that's why you can do more consistent CTAs, but you just also need to figure out other ways to get people into your inbox, like giving away a meal plan, comment the word meal plan and I'll send it over, giving away a workout split, comment the word workout split and I'll send it over. And then on the back end of those, like when you send that meal plan, you have a CTA attached saying like PS ... I'm running a case study for 5 men that want to lose 10 to 15 pounds in the next 30 days. If that's you, reply case study and I'll get you info. So now that your account's blowing up, your next goal is to get more people in your inbox.
Okay. So should I just focus on that? Just focus on yes for now? Okay.
I don't think you need to do another challenge right now.
Okay. Yeah. One time I commented on one of your posts to see like how you structure the CTA and I just like copied that. And then, okay, that was helpful. Thank you. And I guess I had another question about boosted posts. So I've been playing around with that to get one going. And I do have one going and it's bringing in followers at around 50 cents a piece, 50, 60 cents a piece.
Very good.
Now, it was just a random post that did well and I just boosted that. But it's not necessarily one where it's a CTA for a specific resource or one telling my story. So I guess like, should I maybe consider switching that over to something like that? Because I heard you mention that earlier.
Is it bringing in good followers?
I'd say it's a mix.
Okay.
Some of them are not.
Okay. Well, that's going to be a mix with it. But like out of every 100, is there like 20 to 40 to 50 people that are like, these could be prospects?
Probably 20. Okay.
So then
Okay.
I would split test it. So then I would create another reel based off the frameworks that we talked about on today's call. And then I would test it against that and see if, that reel brought in more. And then you would just pause the current reel that you're doing right now, boost the other one and see if that's bringing in more followers that are quality.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And just one last question here. So I've been trying to be more, I guess, like non-robotic in the DMs. And I was just wondering if there was a place for me to review any like successful conversations just to see, kind of cross-check mine to that. Was there any place in the group for that or not really?
Have you gone through the lead gen modules?
Yeah.
I will find out for you. I don't have an answer.
Okay.
I don't have an answer for you right now, but I will find out.
Okay. Thank you.
Cool.
Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Nick, what's up? It's a decent name.
How we doing today? Congratulations.
Thank you, King. Best day of my life. How are you?
I can't complain. We got a couple good things going. We got a couple good wins. We launched the podcast. We already have over 100 downloads. So we're over here. We're crushing it. We're doing our thing. But I'm trying to we're out here. I'm figuring stuff out. We're booking some calls. And that's kind of like my next thing that I wanted to get into. You guys challenged me a little bit, like maybe a couple months ago, probably, I don't know, last year at some sort, that I only have one offer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm selling one offer. And that's what I've been doing. It's been pretty successful. However, being that I only have one offer, I'm like kind of set, like my whole game plan, and I guess pretty much my whole coaching strategy is around this concept called the Core 5, which is basically like my coaching program.
Yep.
And I can't do like the case studies, the like, hey, I'm doing a case study, because people know that like this is my offer. So they're like, what are you doing? Case study. I just want to join. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I don't want to confuse my audience by saying like, hey, I'm doing this case study. And I know you always say that marketing is just saying the same thing in just a different way. And I'm just wondering if you have any advice for me to kind of say this in a different way. Is it like, I was thinking maybe like intakes. I have like an intake coming in Friday, or like monthly intakes, half a month intakes. Just curious to know your thoughts.
Yeah. So you're basically stating that you can't run case studies as CTAs, right?
I can't do that now.
Okay, but what about all the other ones you can run?
So I'm looking for 5 people to join. That's where I was at. It's like, I'm looking for 5 people to join my intake rather than saying like my program right now. Cause like, I don't know, does that sound weird? I was just kind of like brainstorming ideas just for a new CTA in my stories.
Yeah, I think you're overthinking this.
Yeah.
Good old Nick overthinking it. I think you're overthinking it.
I think I'm overthinking it.
You're definitely overthinking it. Let me see. Call to action. Sorry, go ahead. I'm listening.
I was gonna say, because I have that, like the pin post, like one of the things that I struggled into once my account started growing was people are like, well, what the hell do you actually do? And so once I started put like the pin post of like the about me, the services, the testimonials, I get people DMing me the keyword, etc. But I'm just wondering like a new strategy to do for my stories, essentially, rather than saying case study or like anything of that nature, because I only have one offer, right? It's not like, hey, I'm making a new program. I want you to try this. I'm looking for new people. Where that stuff used to work for me beforehand. Now it's just like, I'm just kind of lost what to do.
Yeah, you're overthinking it. So like rotate between these CTAs right here. Besides the case study one. Like if you just rotate between these ones, like you'll be fine. Like this is more than enough. And it's like if you're doing these once a week, you can literally rotate these like once a week. And this is just like 5. And then you could plug this into ChatGPT and say, like, give me 15 more examples like this. It's like you are overthinking it. Like it's like you need to call out the avatar, ask what they're struggling with, tell them what the goals are, and then tell them you're looking for clients. It's really simple. Like it's really simple. And I know that you think you can't do the case study one, which is fine. So don't do it. You still got 4, and then you can plug those 4 into ChatGPT and get 20 more.
Okay. That makes sense. That's just overthinking it. Good old me overthinking it. Well, that was the one thing I found out yesterday was Janelle called me out and said that I'm actually doing all these crazy things to avoid the DMs. So any strategies on not getting shiny like object syndrome, basically? And like, I got the podcast going on. I'm doing all these different things. And she said like, I'm doing all these things and I'm actually avoiding in the DMs. And I'm wondering if you had any thoughts or like any strategies to avoid me doing that. I don't know if that's like an ADD thing or what.
What are your goals for like for calls booked?
So I'm trying to book 3 calls per week.
You should be booking 5 minimum.
I should be booking 5
minimum. You've got 100,000 followers. If I had your account, I'd be booking 20 to 30 a week.
What am I doing wrong? Is it the CTAs? Or
Not
is
doing
it...
the DMs. What do you mean?
I mean, I'm doing 50 DMs a day at least. Do I have to increase the DMs a little bit more, or
What about the like urgency to DM?
like I have DMs in the gaps. Like I do it at 10 a.m. I do it and right before I go live and right after, like right before I get on these calls.
Okay, I want you to write this down. Okay. This is a mindset that one of my old clients basically had, and I fuck with it. And she was amazing. Her name is Kenya Marie. She's awesome. She still follows my shit. She's awesome. She doesn't go to bed until she gets a call booked.
Damn, like that.
That's the fucking mindset. She had 4,000 followers and she got a call booked every day. You have 100,000. Hack 10. Also, what I do. Hack 10. How much money are you making? Don't go to bed until you get a call booked. We just don't sleep until the call's booked. And then that actually creates urgency to get it done faster.
Because you want to go to bed.
Yes, exactly. And also, like I just don't want to fucking be up at 9 p.m. fucking DMing people.
Nah, it's not it.
No. So like, don't go to bed until you get a call booked. Like that's the mindset.
Okay. And I think that's the whole thing, right? I'm overthinking it maybe because I'm not paying too much attention into the DMs, and I'm trying to do these different call strategies in the stories that it's just, again, maybe I'm just not actually, what I got to do is just spend more time in the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yeah, how fast you respond. Well, see, pretty fast. It depends on the lead, right? Because I get a lot of people, because I know we were talking about 5 touch points. I don't know if this is something that we've covered. This was something we learned recently, was 5 touch points before you actually go into booking the call. And I was wondering, like, a lot of my avatar is 40 plus. Some of them are really private. They don't have an avatar on them and they're still reaching out to me. And I'm like, I think that might be the thing too. It's maybe I'm not responding as fast because I feel that it's like, oh, this person it's not worth the time. So like, is that a mindset thing or is that an avatar thing? It's like,
you're fucking funny, bro. Go watch my training called 7 Levels of Leads in the fucking portal. And I want you to focus on reading the temperature of every lead that you're in. And anybody that's a warm or hot lead, I want you to book them in for a call.
Or hot.
That's it. That's like the only thinking process you need to do. Somebody's cold, lean out. And like this stuff is super simple. And I think you know how to do it. And I think you're trying to think your way around it, which is why I'm looking at you like this.
Well, as you're looking at me like this, I'm looking at myself like this, thinking like, damn, that's exactly what I'm doing because I have just fucking thinking myself 7 level leads. All right. Yeah, perfect. So I guess it's just go.
You got 100,000 followers. Like there's more than 5 calls a week in there. 5 is just me being nice to you.
Yeah, I mean, but that's also the thing, right? Is like I feel like I'm making content. I want to be into the broadcast channel, like, and I feel like I'm doing a lot. Maybe that's.
But for what? What's the purpose of making content and doing the broadcast channel?
Because I want to eventually book them to a call.
So why don't we just fucking book them for a call?
Yeah,
right.
I think that's it. Maybe I'm just nourishing them way too much.
You know, like I love that you're doing that. I love it. I think it's fucking great. You're giving lots of value, but bro, like you've got people that want to book already. So fucking book the call. Book the damn call.
Book the damn call, right? So, all right. So what? Give me a goal. Give me like
5 calls by the next time we speak. Minimum 5 calls
by next week.
But yes, that's bare minimum. If you get 5, I'll be like, that's what I expected. If you get more, I'll be happy.
Let me start booking.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
See ya.
Peace.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at @TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.